Another devastating incident unfolded involving one of the world's most newest cruise ships. And a passenger aboard Royal Caribbean Star of the Seas has died after suffering a medical emergency during a snorkeling excursion in St. Maarten. Let's go. Welcome back to Cruise News. This is your boy Nupe International. Hey, before we get into these stories, I am very, very close to my first milestone on this YouTube journey of 500 subscribers. Before we get started, if you're not doing nothing right now, go ahead and subscribe. Matter of fact, go ahead and like while you're at it. But anyway, let's get into the story. As millions of travelers head out on a cruise this summer, the FBI has issued a public reminder that every passenger should hear. The agency is urging anyone who becomes the victim or witness a serious crime on board a cruise ship to report it immediately. Not tomorrow, not yesterday, but right now. Those crimes include sexual assault, serious physical assault, and kidnapping. The FBI says the first call should always be to the ship's security team. Because why? Because time matters. Evidence can disappear quickly, especially at sea. If you already left the ship, the FBI says passengers should contact local law enforcement, their nearest FBI office, or call 1-800-CALL-FBI or submit information through tips. FBI. The agency also reminds passengers that it investigates many cruise ship incidents, particularly when the ship departs from or returns from the U.S., a U.S. citizen is involved, or the ship falls under U.S. The FBI emphasizes that serious crimes on cruise ships remain relatively rare. Studies also continue to show that the violent crime rates aboard cruise ships are dramatically lower than those comparable cities on land. Still, officials say knowing what to do before something happens is one of the best ways to protect yourself. And next, the tragedy aboard the Star of the Seas. A passenger sailing aboard Royal Caribbean's brand new Star of the Seas died Thursday after suffering what officials describe as a medical emergency during a snorkeling excursion in St. Maarten. According to the preliminary reports, the guest became ill while he was participating in a snorkeling excursion. Excursion staff rushed the passenger back to the port in hopes of getting emergency medical treatment as quickly as possible. Sadly, the passenger was pronounced dead upon arrival back to the port. Authorities have not yet released the passenger's identity, and that exact cause of medical emergency has not yet been disclosed. Out of respect for the family, very few details have been released at this time. While investigators continue gathering information, this tragedy also reignited an important conversation on the island. Since late 2025, Point St. Maarten has reportedly had a fully equipped urgent care facility built specifically for cruise passengers and crew members. The facility has remained unopened despite being completed months ago, but there is currently no evidence that opening the clinic would have changed the outcome in this case. However, many residents and tourism officials are now questioning why ready-to-operate emergency medical centers remain unused while millions of cruise passengers pass through the port each year. Medical emergencies can happen without warning, especially during physical demanding excursions like snorkeling, scuba diving, hiking, or ATV tours. At the end of the day, every minute, every second counts in those situations. It's important to remember that excursions like snorkeling are enjoyed safely by thousands of cruise passengers every single day, and incidents involving medical emergencies remain uncommon. However, activities in hot weather combined with swimming, physical exertion, or pre-existing medical conditions can place additional stress on the body. That's why I recommend that you stay hydrated, know your physical limitations, inform excursion staffs of any medical conditions, and listen carefully to all safety briefings, while never hesitating to ask for help if you need it or if you start feeling a little shaky. At the end, whether it's reporting a crime or responding to a medical emergency, acting quickly can make all the difference. Cruise vacation remains some of the safest ways to travel, as millions of people do it every year, but preparation is just as important as a relaxation. Knowing emergency procedures, understanding how to contact and recognize when something doesn't feel right could one day save your life or somebody else's. Also, make sure you look into getting some travel insurance because it's never a problem until it's a problem. Our thoughts and prayers are with the family and loved ones of the passenger who lost their life aboard the Star of the Seas, and we will continue to follow this story and bring you updates as more information becomes available. Quick question. Have you ever gone snorkeling or participated in an excursion during a cruise? Do you think that Every major cruise port should have a fully operational emergency medical clinic. Share your thoughts and respects in the comments below. If you enjoy staying informed with the latest cruise news, travel news, cruise tips, be sure to like and subscribe and turn on your notification. Until next time, it's your favorite cruisers, favorite cruisers. I'm Nupe International, and I'll see y'all in the atrium. Peace and yo.